Now that you know about why we named the first collection Manta, Joseph, why don't you tell us the inspiration behind the Cubbage Road sneaker, the colorway and the name?
Cubbage Road, anyone that's from the north, I would say northeast of Florida, understands where Crescent Beach and St. Augustine is. So it's very close to where I grew up. And it's a place that my dad would take my brothers and I to go fishing all the time, right? And Cubbage Road is the main road that goes onto the main course of the beach where you can drive. And so when you think of Cubbage Road, all the different colors of Florida pops out. So you have the lighter blue, the darker blue for the waves. You have coral inside of the sneaker as well as on the outsole of the sneaker. You also have that coral piece on the eyelid. Now, when I say that John is really good with aesthetics and design, one of the things that we wanted to do is introduce a piece of Manta without throwing it in your face, right? And so if you're looking at the sneaker, you can actually see the horns as well as the eyes of the manta ray, and the wings, right? We wanted that to be purposeful, but also very tasteful with the sneaker, and it falls into the complete design of the sneaker. So every single one of these is very purposeful. You know, we have our unique collection plate stitching on the back. So some of our other designs, you'll see some of the same exact stitching, but it's a very comfortable sneaker. I'm impressed and I'm excited about it, and I know that we can put our names behind, you know, this sneaker.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I thought for our very first release, I thought that it was important that we each created a colorway that represented something about ourselves. So
Yeah.
the Cubbage Road, for example, was very personal to Joseph, and you know how he grew up, great memories there. For my colorway, I call this Azalea Lane. What this one represents when I first became a sneakerhead. When I first fell in love with sneakers, I grew up on a street called Azalea Lane, and it was there that I bought my first pair of Jordans. And it was the very first pair of sneakers that I bought with my own money. And I remember grinding to get that money to buy those Jordans. And so this sneaker pays homage to that original pair of Jordans. Again, we were very meticulous about how we wanted to design the sneaker. We wanted something to pay homage, but have our own kind of unique aesthetic. And incorporating the Manta into the design was intentional. We think it's pretty cool. I don't know, we hope you think it's cool. But the key thing that you'll find with all of our products is quality is super important. So again, based on Joseph's experience with the shoe surgeon class and learning about materials and realizing that not every sneaker that you buy out there from some of the big brands has premium materials, we really wanted to focus on using premium leathers and suedes and making sure the comfort was there and having the correct padding and soles and things like that. So you're going to only find premium quality materials. That's our commitment to you, and comfort as well. And that's the story behind the Azalea Lane and the Cubbage Road sneaker.
Yes, if those that understand, the sneaker culture knows how much it's influenced by hip hop. John and I are both hip hop heads. We love different artists from all genres of hip hop throughout the last, I would say, 30 years. And one of the biggest things, especially with hip hop celebrating its 50 years anniversary last year, we wanted to pay homage to our love to hip hop with our sneaker called the Love and Hip Hop sneaker. And again, just like in these, we were very intentional with all of the materials that were used, but then also, again, the aesthetics that pays homage to hip hop. So as you'll see here on the front of the sneaker, right, the toe box, you'll see this patent leather. This patent leather represents vinyl. For all the DJs to give our respect to all the DJs that's out there that's really putting on game for hip hop. And then you'll see the cracked leather that's on the side panels of the sneaker. That represents all of the brick roads with a lot of graffiti. We know a lot of graffiti artists that puts on, and if anyone is interested, you can look back on one of the events that we had. We actually had a graffiti artist, and I'll actually show it here in the video, who really did a dope painting for us. So shout out and respect for him. But great sneaker. And then obviously you'll see the red here that represents the blood, sweat, and tears that came out through hip hop. And one of the biggest things that John and I were really proud of that we wanted to do that was really clear just for this sneaker is have our own sneaker sole that has collection plate on the bottom to really put our imprint onto the 50 years of hip hop. Dope sneaker, really excited about it, man. I know that everyone that's purchased this sneaker has been excited. We've given and also had these sneakers purchased by a few artists too. So if you haven't been engaged with the brand, make sure you look at some of our stories and you'll see the events that we had, as well as upcoming events that we're going to be involved in as well.
Yeah. No, that's right. And, the one thing that I would say is whether you've been following since the beginning or you're maybe new to the brand, please sign up for the newsletter because we have so many great things coming, man. And we want you to know first. Like I say, community is a big part of the fabric of this company. And we want you to know not only about new releases, but, pop-ups and giveaways and just a peek behind the brand. So if you haven't yet, make sure to go to the website, sign up for the newsletter so you'll be the first to know about all these events and specials. And go check that out at collectionplatebrand.com.
Yeah, so before we even close out for the MANTA capsule, one of the things that people ask is like, well, tell me, why should we purchase from a boutique or smaller sneaker brand? Right. One of the biggest things is you're in touch with the founders. Like, we're in touch with a lot of our community, individuals that's in our community, as well as those that purchase our sneakers. We're based here in Dallas, Texas, but we have roots all across the country. And one of the things that we take pride on is making sure we have great customer service. So that's number one. Number two, you're going to have a fantastic and unique sneaker that's not going to be worn all the time. And it is going to be a piece where people talk about. Let me just tell you, there's been so many times where we've had conversations with people that's sent in notes or even given us a call or even responded back on our group chats on, I love the sneakers. I've gotten so many compliments. They're so comfortable. I can wear these sneakers all day. And oh, by the way, because everyone, especially if you're in the sneaker culture, reps are completely out there. So even if you're purchasing different Nike brands, Adidas, whatever it is, there's reps everywhere, right? That may not be the original thing. With these, there is limited and small quantities in every single sneaker. And so when they sell out, they sell out. And we have that they're sold and there will not be replications of our sneakers. So knowing that you can get this sneaker at a really affordable price because of the materials that we have on these sneakers would typically be a $350, $400 pair of sneakers, right? And you're getting this at sometimes less than the price of a pair of Jordans, right? Just know that you have I would say one of 300, maybe a one of 400 that's out there in the marketplace. And you can be able to feel comfortable that you have a really great sneaker that's going to stand the test of time.
Yeah, and that's our commitment to you. Listen, we're a small brand and we're doing this because we're passionate about it. And our commitment is that if you're not happy with the sneaker, you can get your money back.
Get your money back.
But I think that you'll find that not only is the sneaker comfortable and made to be worn with comfort all day comfort, the quality of the materials, man. I would put the quality of our materials up against any sneaker out there. So give it a shot, man. Be unique. Form your own identity. Identity over conformity. Give us a shot. I think that you'll find that our quality is as good as you can find in the sneaker, and the shoe is very comfortable. So
yeah, again, go to collectionplatebrand.com, collectionplatebrand.com, all the same word. Check us out. Check out the newsletter. Sign in. You're informed on some of the new sneakers that we have that we're going to have as a pre-order. I'm excited. You're going to get a chance to see a few of those if you continue to follow us. We're going to take really the time to dive into those, as well as show you guys a few of the tech packs from our current sneakers.
Let's talk about some of the samples.